What are gender-affirming tattoos? Let's talk about it. Apparently there are different ways to get gender-affirming tattoos, but the most common type is permanent makeup. So let's say a biological woman who claims to be a trans guy or something in between genders get their eyebrows tattooed so they appear fuller. Let me know in the comments down below, do you think that these biological women look more masculine after getting their eyebrows tattooed? Because the way I see it, they look even more feminine. Even though men's eyebrows tend to be bigger and thicker, doesn't mean that a biological woman would look more masculine if someone draws bigger eyebrows on her, no matter if it's with a pencil, like makeup, or if it's a tattoo. Because what will happen is these eyebrows would get too symmetrical, too pretty in other words. And if the female's face is not masculine due to her not being on testosterone, the too symmetrical eyebrows, the tattoo, will not make her more masculine. And let me clarify, I think this tattoo will make biological men more feminine, even though they're real men. But this tattoo artist has a really good point, and I want to talk about it. Gender-affirming cosmetic tattoos can masculinize or feminize the face and is an excellent and more accessible option in comparison to surgery. Exactly, and to rephrase what the person said, gender-affirming tattoos are for fake trans people, or for the people who won't get approved of getting gender-related surgeries due to them not being actual trans people. They're just faking it. They don't deal with gender dysphoria. Whenever you hear a trans activist claim that gender-affirming care is hard for some people to get, if doctors are not allowing some people to transition, it is because they're not trans and it's way too obvious. So where can these people go if they're not allowed to go on hormones? Well, they can go to this clinic and get their eyebrows tattooed. That's the same, right? If they were actually gender dysphoric individuals, they could just go on testosterone. And you know what testosterone will do to you if you're a female? Give you thicker eyebrows and a beard, or whatever this is. It will also make you way more masculine. It's kind of the point. I know this is not a lot, but this is way better than this. It looks like she got a rash. Most of the women I'm talking about don't want to go on testosterone, as in ever. So if they're women, regular women with short hair and whatever that was, they think that they're in between genders because they're feminine, high-pitched voice with a mustache. These women will never go on testosterone because they know testosterone is irreversible, a powerful hormone that will change everything, not only on the outside, but also on the inside. Look, me being on testosterone didn't just change my voice. It also changed my mindset. It didn't change my personality or everything about me, but I am, to this day, 5 years in, still surprised how much I've changed that has nothing to do with my appearance. And these women know all of this. They want to call themselves trans, but they don't want to do the work. The trans community is changing the definition of what it means to be trans just so these people, men and women, don't need to transition when identifying as trans. I saw this picture on Twitter and I had to include it. I feel so bad for this man. If this is the tattoo artist, look at his face. He got woke face. He's not smiling with his eyes and it's creepy. I feel really bad for this man and I'm not gonna make fun of him. He's obviously struggling mentally. And I don't think it's his fault that he looks like this now. It is perfectly fine that he has certain wishes about how he wants to look and so on. But I think it's incredibly morally wrong for this tattoo artist to actually say, come on in, I'm gonna take your money and I'm gonna do this to you. Him getting this tattoo is obviously not as serious or as irreversible as if you got estrogen hormones and breast implants, but I still don't think that it's okay to do this to him. I believe in personal freedom, but I also believe in boundaries. I believe in boundaries because I want to protect the people who cannot protect themselves. This man in particular will not become any more happy getting this tattoo, or if he actually got hormones or breast implants. So if you're for letting him do whatever he wants because he's an adult, you're automatically not supporting treating people with mental health issues properly. The only situation I can think of right now where the term gender-affirming tattoos would make sense is if a woman had breast cancer at one point and she's cured. Maybe she got her nipples removed and she needs new ones, so a tattoo artist will draw new ones for her. I think that's actually gender-affirming because she's a woman without nipples due to cancer. Giving her new ones will affirm her gender, which is she's a woman. But tattooing a mustache on a regular woman with short hair is not gonna affirm her gender. As I stated in the beginning of this video, gender-affirming tattoos is only for fake trans people, because actual transsexuals don't use the term gender-affirming ... Gender-affirming care, let's say, is an ideological term, and real transsexuals don't use it. Let me explain the meaning behind the term. According to the ideologues, a trans woman is a real woman. She was unfortunately born as a man, and that was just a mistake. So what the system needs to do is to correct that mistake and make her into a woman physically, as much as possible. The only problem with this narrative is that's not how transsexualism works. You can't literally be trapped in the wrong body. What transsexualism has always been about is a trans woman is a man, a biological male, same thing, with the mental disorder called gender dysphoria. Due to the disorder, the man has to live his life as a woman, has to change his life, his body. And he's not living his life as a woman due to his factual gender being a woman. His factual gender is man. He's a man and will always be. And he knows it. She, whatever. We're talking about a hypothetical person here. A trans woman has to transition in order to alleviate a disorder that's extremely painful, and not due to pseudo-religion. Calling a physical gender transition gender-affirming doesn't make any sense, and what's actually happening is quite the opposite. Even though real transsexuals don't deny their biology, their situation, they are aware of reality, unlike these crazy activists on TikTok. The transition itself, what's actually happening, the physical changes, are gender denying. I'm on testosterone, I got my breasts removed, I got my reproductive system removed. Did all of those things affirm my gender? No, because I'm a woman. I'm a biological woman. Will always be. That's a fact. That's a fact about my life, about my situation. So it's obviously stupid to call it gender-affirming care when it's not gender-affirming. The transition exists in order to treat a mental disorder. And that's it. There's no man inside of me that I needed to bring out or put on the outside, whatever. Being a real transsexual is not about being Delulu. Fake trans people getting gender-related tattoos is not a big deal, actually. It's way more reversible than an actual transition. I know a tattoo is permanent, but there is a difference between getting something tattooed on your face, just a little bit like freckles or a mustache, and then getting your breasts removed as a woman. But overall, I think it's a stupid idea, and I don't think it's gonna affirm anyone, make anyone feel better about themselves, and I think a better solution is to be more honest with these people. We have to stop trying to affirm them, whatever that means, because you need the truth in order to truly affirm someone. Thank you all for watching this video. If you want to see more content like this, remember to hit subscribe and the notification bell. If you want to support me and my work, my PayPal is in the description down below. You can also support me through locals.com or by becoming a member of this channel. I love you all and I hope to see you in my next video. Peace out.